This is Art1fact's. It's tutorial. What are you looking at? It's Tutorial Tuesday, and today we're going to make a delayed snare effect that's going to give it a kind of flammy feel, which I like to use in some of my tunes. Let's get into it.
So we've got a main snare drum here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on some delay to it. The H delay is quite good. Any delay would work with like a ping pong kind of effect. And then I'm going to only turn it up to the wet, so you've only got the delayed signal. I'm going to just bounce out a section of audio like that. Then we're just going to compress it and EQ it, turn it down in the track. Take the delay off our normal snare, and then this delayed section is just going to be a little part at the end, so it's like a little fill. Just splits it up quite nicely. So yeah, I hope that's a little creative tip for your snares. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.
This is Art1fact and it's Tutorial Tuesday. I'm going to show you how to make a cool respace in Serum. Let's get into it.
Okay, thank you to the homie Smearlap for that amazing intro. So what we're going to show you is just how to make a really basic starting point for a respace in Serum. So all you're going to need to do is open up your second oscillator, detune this one slightly. We've got two saw waves running here. We'll turn the random off for both of them, so that always helps. Turn the octave down. That's your starting point for a respace. Now you can just play around with some of the settings, for example, the mirror, and put on a cool filter. After a minute of experimenting, I got a respace like this, which is pretty cool. So yeah, pretty standard. Hopefully it helps you anyway.
What brings you to the land of the gatekeepers,
Mate, this is Art1fact's. It's Tutorial Tuesday, and today I want to talk about how I approach compression. Now, it might be a different method to what you're supposed to do or what you're used to, but anyway, this is how I think about compression, so let's get into it.
Alright guys, so there's many different ways you can use compression, but one of the main reasons I like to use this cytomic glue is to push sounds further into the background that don't need to be so punchy. So I've got this lead sound here, and that's running at the same time as my mid bass, and I want my mid bass to be really powerful, so I've compressed this lead sound to push it further into the background. With these kind of settings, you get a smoother kind of transient, so it's not as harsh, and it's going to push the sound into the background and allow your other sounds more room to breathe. So anyway, that's why I like to use compression, is to sort of gain things down. But anyway, I hope there's a little helpful tip for you, and have a nice Tuesday.
Never forget to put the lemon in your ginger tea now, will you? Art1fact here, Tutorial Tuesday, you're up, mate. Little bro was round here the other day, and he had some really weird little app on his phone, and it had a really cool like horror movie soundtrack to it, and I thought it would fit perfectly in one of my tunes. So what I did was I just recorded his phone using my phone, made a little file, put it into my project, and it was like the perfect layer. It just goes to show you don't need like superior audio recording quality. Hear something, you're inspired, just roll with it. Let me show you an example.
So this is the sound I recorded off his phone. Then I just processed it a little bit. And in the tune. So if you hear something that inspires you and you think it could work well in one of your tunes, just record it straight away anyway, and don't worry about the quality, because it might just fit like this one does. Anyway, have a nice Tuesday.
Alright mate, Art1fact here. It's Tutorial Tuesday, and today I'm in the French Alps for New Year's Eve. I'm going to show you a really cool tip now on how to make some cool noise sound effects using Serum. Let's get into it.
Okay, I've got Serum open here, and just to create a cool noise sound, all we're going to need is oscillator A and the noise section, and then we're going to use this FM noise oscillator to blend the two together. Now, you can experiment with different noises and different oscillators, but as long as you blend them together, you're always going to get a nice combination and something that can hopefully help you in your tracks. Hope you have a nice New Year's Eve. Ciao, ciao.